Okay, very good evening to you. Welcome to this restorative stretch class with me, Rob. Okay, tonight's class is an essential class based on working our lower back and around our hip and our pelvis region, okay? So if you struggle with lower back pain or any problems in here, this is a great class for you. Okay, this class is designed about rest and digest. It's trying to hit our parasympathetic nervous system. So to make this work effectively, you'll need to make sure that everyone else knows that you're taking part in the class. Take your phone off, and close the doors, and make sure that you've got a nice warm area that you feel safe and secure to working. From here, you're just going to check around one way, check around the other, make sure you've got plenty of room for your class, and also make sure you've got a nice, soft, comfortable mat. Now, if you struggle on your knees, okay, I suggest you go and get a cushion or a pillow, something you can put down on the floor to help alleviate the pain or any pressure in your knee joints. We've got some stretches to do that. Okay, so from here, let's wake up. Let's go for it. Stretch out nice and wide. We're going to work on our posture here. So we've got our feet underneath our sitting bones, our hips driven forward, our shoulders back into plane here. Just take yourself out into a T position here. From here, we're just going to lean back into it, and we're going to allow our hips to tilt forward slightly. We're going to feel a bit of this posterior pelvic tilt. Pelvis is here, posteriorly moving forward up to here, shoulders retracting back, and just hold this posture here. Now, from here, we're going to turn our palms facing up. Shoulders back into position, and we're elongating through the body here. Nice. Re-release. We're going to go again. Stretch up. Nice. Chin back, jaw back, look up towards the ceiling. And release. Shake it out. Go again. Cross out and reach and push. And release. Shake it out. Excellent. Kick your legs out. From here, we're going to just march on the spot slowly. We're trying to get as much hip movement as possible and pelvis movement. So get your legs working nicely here. Our feet are going to land underneath our sitting bones. Our shoulders are back. Our hips driven forward. Maintain posture, drive it up nice and high. Shoulders retracted back into place. Looking good, keep working it through. Relax your fingers, relax your arms. Now if you missed the abdominal training class this morning, catch it up on replay please. Lots of work of extending, lengthening our bodies, really important. Nice, from here, shake out your legs. We're going to stand on the right leg, we're just going to take a lateral kick out slowly to the side. All of this class, team, is about slowing the body down and moving our body. So this isn't about how many repetitions you can do. There's other classes for that. This is stretch and recovery. Restorative stretch. We're restoring our body to how it should be. Now, if you're struggling with this, by all means, grab the wall, yeah? Grab a chair, grab your teammate, who knows who you've got with you, yeah? Work through where you need to be. Now, shake it out, swap legs, go. Over. Nice side lateral movement. Again, hips driven forward, shoulders back, abdominals nice and tight in here. Big kick out to the side. Again, grab the wall, grab a chair, whichever you need to do. Really good stuff. Excellent. 2 more here. Last one. And release. Take a walk around because your hips will have got tight. Okay? And shake and move and roll your hips. So you're going to like you're doing a bit of a hula hoop. Get your hips moving forward and back and around the side. Yeah? Get these hips moving. Okay, shake it out. Okay, so from here, we're just going to work through a heel kick in behind. We're going to fire up these hamstrings, drive our hips forward and our shoulders back. Pulling it in, nice and driven. Again, we're looking for ourselves to be nice and tall, crown of our head up to the ceiling. If you were to draw a straight line from your ear, it would go through your shoulder, through your hip, through your knee, down into your ankle. That would be a nice straight position here. Nice, shake it out. Okay, so from here, we're going to forward fold. We're slowly going to come back up again. Forward fold, stand and straight again. Keep working through the range, lengthening the back of our hamstrings, getting some movement into it. Now, every time we do a muscle contraction, we're creating a chemistry effect within that part of our body. So we're getting nutrients into it, we're getting blood flow into it, we're getting some changes, we're getting some atrophy or some hypertrophy going on there. What about hypertrophy? And we're building the strength of our muscles, we're lengthening our body through. So keep working, keep going here, pressing down towards our toes, coming back up. Now you'll notice as well that what happens to my hips, my bottom goes right back here, and as I come back up, my hips come forward. So there's a lot of movement here in the pelvis. We're shunting forwards and backwards, yeah? Keep working. Nice. Should be feeling fairly warm now. One more here. Good. Okay, I want you to take a walk and get yourself a drink of water. You're going to sit, lick around your lips and hydrate. Good. Okay. So from here, we're going to go down onto all fours. Now, how you get onto the floor, up to you, but this is the point where you might need your cushion. You're going to place it underneath your knees. Now, we're going to come to a press-up position. Don't worry, we're not doing any press-ups. Okay, so from here, we're going to get into our cat-cow position here. So we're going to arch our back downwards towards the ground. Our bottom extends out behind us. Our chin comes up, looking straight ahead. Okay, from here we tuck our chin down on our chest and we arch our back the opposite way, coming into the cat position. Now when you get here, just assess your knee position. So there should be a straight line going from my hand through my knee through to my feet, and the same on the other side as well. Arching the back and then coming back into our cow position here. Cat to cat. You get cat and then back into that cow. Now go slowly and more developed as you go through all these movements. So as much movement as you can through the back, through the column, through the body as you possibly can. As we come up into that cat position, we're really trying to arch up high through the shoulders. As we go back into the cow, we push the hips, we extend through the body here. We retract our shoulders, bring our chin up and look ahead. Arch and extend. Keep working it through. Let's work two more here. And from here, we release. Okay, from here, we're going to take our knees out wide, stretch our arms forward, feet together, and drop ourselves into our child's pose position here. As we walk our fingers out a little bit further away from our body, we wet them out nice and wide. From here, we relax. And we sit ourselves up, shake it out. Okay, so from here, we're going to take our left foot forward and keep our right knee back. We're going to step up into this lunge position. Our hands are going to come into the small of our back. We're going to allow our elbows to come back towards each other. So they're going to come back into this position here. The hips are square and driven forward. Our chest is up, and we've got a nice arching in our upper back here, pushing the elbows closer together. Try and get your hands into the small of your back. Now, if you're struggling with this move here, then obviously come forward or bring your hands on top of your thighs. Nothing wrong with this. What I want you to feel is a lengthening through the front of your thigh. Now, our premises of our restorative stretch. Take a nice deep breath in for 4. And then slowly sigh out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Curl forwards. And then come back up again. Okay. Elbows pushing back towards each other, hips driven forward. Fingers into the small of the back, pushing the pelvis forward. And now we bring our chin back, chest back. Looking up nice and high. Trying to get as much movement here through the front of the thigh. You might find this in a myriad of places for you as well. It's not just the hip flexor muscle groups here on the front, but you might find it deep into the gluteal group here. You might find it in your foot. You might find it in your calf. It's weird. It's your body. Everyone has an imbalance in our body. Nobody is exactly 50-50. As in exactly balanced. Try and bring your chin back, extend your chin behind, look to the wall behind you. Slowly releasing again. Placing your hands on your thigh, and then come back into it for me. Again, nice deep breath in for 4. And sigh out your breath for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do one more here. Nice deep breath in for 4. And breathe out. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Bring your hands on top of your thigh. Give a little bit of an arch and extension through the lower back here. From here, you're going to bring your foot back and then stand yourself up. Take a walk around and move your hips and move your back. You'll feel this is very much lengthened on the right thigh, and this one is waiting to be done. Grab yourself a drink of water. When you take your drink of water, take a sip, lick it around your lips, get in the corner of your mouth and hydrate. Looking really good. Just take yourself a walk around, move the hips, get moving again. Okay. So this time we're going to step forward long with our right foot. Our left leg is behind us. Our feet still sitting bones distance apart, so they're going to be here. Okay, the foot behind. We're going to make sure the knuckles are down to the ground and the hips are driven forward. I'll turn them the other way around. You stay where you are. Okay, you can see how far the hips are driving forward, the shoulders are back into play. Okay, we bring our chin up, chest up to start with, and we look ahead. Now, again, if this is too much for you, grab the wall beside you, or place your hands on a chair, whichever you need. Place the fingers into the small of your back, allow your hips to drive forward. Bring your shoulders back, chin back, chest back. Now looking up towards the ceiling. Now you can do this with your eyes closed, but you will find you go off balance. That's always a good thing to develop. Take a deep breath in for 4. Slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, deep breath in for 4. Go. Slowly exhale for 8. And over time, you'll feel you'll be able to arch a little bit more on your back. Don't worry if you lose your balance. Move straight back into it when you feel comfortable. Keep working on your breathing. Now, the front foot can go further away from you. It will develop and increase the stretch in that hip flexor for you. Absolutely fine. Again, hips driven forward, the shoulders are back, elbows are pulled back into plane. Really nice and deep in control. Again, if you feel you lose balance, well done. You're building up neuromuscular pathways, i.e. the connectivity between your brain down to the various muscles in our body. Again, the big toe to the little toes flat down to the floor, the knuckles ground down. You might find it again to the outside of the hips, you might find it in the shin, you might find it in the foot. It's All good. Breathe deep, exhale long. Now as we're working on the breathing, it's a slow deep breath in for 4 seconds, and it's a long sigh of a breath, rasping the back of our throat. We have something called the vagus nerve that runs from our stomach all the way through the back up towards our brain. Okay, it works to hit the parasympathetic system, our rest and digest. The more we rest and relax the muscles, the more stretch you can achieve, the better the class for you. And again, if you can close your eyes, you'll help yourself relax a bit further. Again, if you wish to, you take the front foot forward a little bit further in the stride. Again, fingers are still into the small of the back. The hips arch forward, the head back. Chin elongated back behind you. Big extension here in the upper part of the thoracic of our body. And the cervical aspect. And again, nicely breath in for 4. Slowly breath out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly bring yourself out of this. Again, you might just bring your hands to the wall beside you as you slowly bring the foot back in. And again, what I need you to try and do now is to climb up out of that stretch. Again, take a walk around, move your hips around by moving your legs out the way. Keep driving it, keep working it through. Very, very good. Cool. Okay, so grab yourself a drink of water again, because you're going to dry it out the back of your throat so you've done that exercise. We're going to lay on our backs this time. So coming down to the floor again. And then we're going to stretch out as long as we can. We plan to flex and point our toes away from our body. Lengthen the arms overhead, bring the elbows back towards the floor, shoulders retracted back into position. Now, to release out the hip flexors, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to walk our feet flat to the floor, arms out wide. We're just going to push our tummy up nice and high. Now, you might get to here and it's too much. You might need to put your hands underneath your body just to support and push it up and lengthen out the anterior side of our body. Push up higher again. Tummy can be up higher towards the ceiling. Feel probably the lower back starting to contract, pull into position. Slowly lower the hips back down to the floor again. Stretch yourself out nice and long. Well done. Okay, so we're going to work through some piriformis stretches. So our deeper muscles in our gluteal grip. So we're going to take our feet in. Our knees are up to the ceiling, feet back to the floor. Our left foot comes up and across the right leg. Okay, I've got my the ankle resting on my thigh. And the bumpy bit, the malleolus, I'm just going to let it come across slightly further so it's not pushing into the thigh muscle. From here, I'm just going to take my left hand to my left knee and just going to push it away just to open the adductor for a minute, the inner thigh muscle here. So do that for yourself. Rest your head flat back onto the floor, please. Just slowly breathe and relax. Let it go, let it rest. Okay, so from here, give your hips a little wiggle on the floor. And from here, we're going to bring both hands behind this right thigh. We're going to pull the leg in towards our chest. Okay, so the right knee is coming in towards the chest. Now, rest your head back onto the floor. And if you feel so inclined, you can take your left elbow into your left thigh here. Now, work yourself effectively and safely for you. So if you're in this position here and you're already going, ow, this is hurting, come back a little bit. You might need to raise your shoulders off the floor, at which point grab that cushion stick behind your head again. It could be as well that you need to grab yourself a little towel, okay? So keep holding whatever stretch you've got here. So I've got a jumper here. Okay, so I'm on my back. Okay, and I can bring the towel around the back of my thigh like this as a jumper, and I can use my hands on the towel to pull it in. If you can't reach to behind your thigh. Okay, keep your head back to the floor and pull it in here. So work the level that suits you. So from here again, pull our hands into the thigh. And what we're looking for is the small of the back to be down to the floor and allowing ourselves to pull the hip in towards us and pulling the thigh towards us as well. You'll feel a lovely big deep stretch in the outside of the hip. It's a lovely big deep stretch, pulling into that piriformis. It doesn't matter how long you've done this as well, guys. It's a great stretch. Now you'll notice my right shin is now parallel to the floor. Okay, if your foot comes up into the air, that's all good as well. Work where it feels comfortable for you. We pull in, the lower back will start to arch and come off the floor, that's absolutely fine as well. And the elbow inside the left knee, pushing it away. And again, work on the breathing. 4 seconds in. And sigh out the breath for 8. So the 3 principles that we work on for this stretch class are based on the principles of gravity yoga. Number 1 is trying to relax yourself into these as you possibly can. I know it's not particularly comfortable. Try and release as much stress and tension as you can when you're holding this. The principle is called wet noodle. It's like taking a bit of pasta that's been cooking in some hot water. You're just allowing yourself to just go floppy. Okay, the second one is about breathing. Working on that 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out. And the next one is about time. Now, if you're going, Rob, oh my goodness, this is the stretch for me. Brilliant. Do it every night. Before you go to bed, just sit in this position, close your eyes. It will help you relax. Okay, you might find here as well, you might want to do a couple of circles of your left ankle. You might get some clumps of crack out of it. The reason why is your hips are now starting to do the job, so your ankles want to go back to where they should be. Okay. Just raise the leg down the line. Okay, so our third principle here is about time. So you should be able to hold this stretch for a minute. You might be able to build it into 2 minutes. You're going to keep increasing until you get to 5 minutes for your stretch. From here, we're going to slowly release, and we're going to stretch and extend the body here. You might find that left leg's got a bit dead, a bit tight, that's all good. Extend your legs. Okay, and you're going to oscillate your hips. So in other words, you're going to keep your toes out to the side and then back in again. So you're rounding around and your hips on here. In and out, in and out. Good, right. From there, we'll your feet back in. Okay, head back on the floor again. We push up into our back bridge. We extend. You should find this a bit easier now. You should feel some movement here in the lower back. And again, if you need to, support with your fingers. Really good. Cool. And release. Shaking it out. I'm going to swap it over. So again, we walk our feet in, our knees are up to the ceiling. We'll place our right foot over our left thigh. So the right foot's come up. The right knee is pointing away and then out to the side. We're going to bring our right hand onto our right thigh. And we're just going to push it away and open up this hip. Head right back on the floor, shoulders relaxed into position. And drop yourself into this wet noodle position where you're just relaxing the upper body and the lower body, just trying to chill the whole body out. 4 second deep breath in. Slow deep breath out for 8. And really shake it out. Okay, so from here we're going to bring our hands behind the left thigh. The shin is going to drop down slightly. The shin is parallel to the floor. Then slowly pull the thigh in towards the chest. Again, you're going to feel that lovely deep stretch on the outside of the glute. And the head is back to the floor, the lower back, you can raise it up off the floor slightly if you choose. You can get a lovely extension through that lower back for you. Again, we're trying to keep this knee out wide to the side. Again, this left shin is parallel to the floor. And again, we're just going to pull the thigh in slightly further. Feel that stretch getting deeper into the glute. And again, try and rest and digest this one now. Slowly breath in. And sigh out the breath. Again, nicely breath in. Slow deep breath out. And again, nicely breath in. And again, the right ankle now might want to circumflex, so do some circular motions with this right ankle. Keep focusing on keeping your eyes closed. Focus on that nice deep breath. 4 seconds in, 8 seconds deep breath out. Last deep breath in for 4. And slow itself at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release this out. Now this might feel really, really uncomfortable for you. Okay, when you get to here, you might need to use both hands to unstack that leg as well. And then stretch out long, push down to the floor. Steady arms overhead. You can always come back to the floor, readjusting yourself on the floor as well here. Bring your toes away from the body, steady arms fully overhead. We're slowly going to pull ourselves back up. So it might be you turning onto your side, push up, or pull back your thighs. Okay, so from here, roll back onto your front, and we're just going to take ourselves back into that cat-cow position. So again, our hands into a press-up position, knees and toes down to the ground. Make sure the toes down here. Again, arching the back, chin up, chest up in your head, and then curling through the lower back. Scrunch up into a cat position here. Just your hand position as well. Keep working through this movement to finish. Do that 2 more here. 1 more here. And release. Slowly standing yourself up. Now taking the feet out nice and wide, flexing and dropping down. Feel a lovely long stretch through the back of the legs. We fold our arms, pull the elbows down towards the floor. Feel a lovely big extension through the back of the legs. From here we take our left hand to the left leg, the right hand to the right. Chin down, jaw down, nose down, looking through the feet. Here we fold our arms. Just let ourselves sink a little bit deeper. Hold. Circle. Stand, stretch, throw the hips forward, and release. Shake it out. Give yourself a little heel kick in behind. To finish, we're going to go down and up. Stretch and release. Down and up. Stretch and release. And last one. Nice. Good. Shake it out. Now, you might find yourself a little bit achy after that class in a variety of different places. That is absolutely normal, okay? And the effect of this can last up to 72 hours. It's called DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness. Okay, so it's delayed onset, it takes a while for it to set, and it's muscle soreness, okay? It's not particularly nice, but it's about elongation. We're strengthening and lengthening our muscle groups. It's really, really important. Okay, tomorrow morning, it's Thursday, and so it's the mobility method with Jenny. Now, if you found that you were getting tight in your hips, fantastic class, getting some movement into the body and moving around. If you've never done it before, give it a go. It's absolutely brilliant. Tomorrow night, I'm back here, 6:30 for hip strength training. And then Friday morning, we're back here bright and breezy, 7:35 in the morning. We've got our hip training session, and then 8 o'clock, we've got our body conditioning as well. So join me in, tone up, let's get strong. Well done, guys. Have a brilliant evening wherever you are. Thank you for joining me. Any comments, as always, stick them down below. Let us know if you've done it on a hashtag replay, and we can see you've done well. So, fabulous. Well done, guys. See you next time for the next one.